My husband announced he was leaving me for my best friend in front of everyone at dinner. I started clapping. He thought I was crazy until he realized what I already knew. I was married to Victor for 11 years. We had 2 kids, a nice house, and what everyone thought was a perfect life. My best friend Angela had been in my life since college. She was beautiful, successful, and always single. She said she just hadn't found the right guy. She was at our house constantly. Dinners, holidays, random weekends. She was like family. That's what I thought anyway. I found out about the affair 3 months before the dinner. I wasn't snooping. I was looking for a charger in Victor's car and found a phone I didn't recognize. A second phone, the kind of phone a man only has for one reason. I sat in the car for an hour reading through messages, hundreds of them between Victor and Angela, dating back 2 years, 2 years of lies, 2 years of my best friend sleeping with my husband, 2 years of them laughing about me behind my back. There were messages about how clueless I was, messages about meeting up while I was at work, messages about the future they were planning together. Victor wanted to leave me, but Angela kept telling him to wait. She said they needed to be smart about it. She said I would take him for everything in the divorce. She said they needed a plan. I put the phone back exactly where I found it. I went inside and made dinner and smiled at my husband and laughed at his jokes. That night I decided I wasn't going to confront them. I was going to destroy them. I spent the next 3 months preparing. I hired a forensic accountant to trace all of Victor's hidden money. He thought he was clever, moving funds into accounts I didn't know about, but the accountant found everything. $340,000 he had been hiding for years. I took screenshots of every message on that secret phone. I copied them to a cloud drive and 3 USB sticks. I hired a private investigator who followed them and took photos at hotels, restaurants, and Angela's apartment. I found a divorce lawyer who specialized in infidelity cases. We built a case so airtight Victor wouldn't be able to lie his way out of anything. I also did research on Angela. She worked as a project manager at a big company, a company with strict policies about personal conduct, a company that wouldn't look kindly on an employee who had been sleeping with a married man for 2 years while pretending to be his wife's best friend. I found out Angela was up for a major promotion. Her entire career was about to take off. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. When everything was ready, I suggested we have a dinner party, just close friends and family. Victor thought it was a great idea. He loved showing off our perfect life. He invited his parents, his brother and sister-in-law, and a few friends from work. I invited my sister, my cousin, and of course Angela. The night of the dinner, everyone was having a wonderful time. I cooked Victor's favorite meal. I poured expensive wine. I smiled and played the perfect hostess. After dessert, Victor stood up and tapped his glass. He looked nervous but excited. Angela was staring at her plate. Everyone, I have an announcement to make. This is hard for me to say, but I need to be honest. My marriage to Nina is over. We've grown apart and I've fallen in love with someone else. He looked at Angela. I'm in love with Angela. We've been together for a while now and we're ready to start our lives together. I know this is shocking, but I hope you can all understand. The table went silent. His mother looked like she might faint. My sister was gripping her knife like she wanted to use it. And then I started clapping. Slow, deliberate claps. Victor looked confused. Nina, are you okay? I stood up and walked to the living room, came back with a large envelope, dropped it in front of him. Those are divorce papers. I filed last week. I also included copies of the messages from your secret phone, the one you keep in your car. 2 years of messages between you and Angela. Victor's face went gray. Angela stood up like she was going to run. I told her to sit down. I wasn't done. I had photos too. Hotels, her apartment, that bed and breakfast they went to on my birthday last year when he told me he had a work trip. The forensic accountant found his hidden accounts, all $340,000. My lawyer already filed a motion to freeze those assets. He thought he was going to leave me broke. Instead, he'd owe me half of everything. I turned to Angela. I'd contacted her company's HR department yesterday with a detailed account and supporting evidence. That promotion she'd been working toward wasn't happening anymore. Her face crumpled. You wouldn't. I already did. Victor's father stood up. I think we should go. He looked at me with something like respect. I'm sorry, Nina. I had no idea my son was capable of this. When the room cleared, Victor finally asked how long I'd known. 3 months. Every dinner, every night in the same bed. Every time Angela hugged me and called me her best friend. I knew. And I smiled and waited and planned. I walked to the front door and opened it. Get out of my house. Both of you.